Goodbye for now, and good luck. I don't need to tell you what will happen if you fail.
Help! There's a looter coming into the city. I saw a man come down the shaft, but he was armed and he looked like a looter. If he makes it into the city and starts attacking people, he'll break the dwarves' law, and who knows what will happen. You have to stop him. The gods. What a relief. We're so lucky that you arrived in time to stop them. I'll be sure to tell everyone what you've done for us.
We weren't invited to be layabouts in the Jarl's Citadel.
Did you see anyone working in the Citadel?
I'll bet you didn't. They just amuse themselves all day while those of us down here do all the work.
What would we do? Start a rebellion?
No way. Not after the dwarves' warning. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. All that. You should go and talk to Broll in his chambers. He knows more about the dwarves than anyone. Oren's wife managed to escape a while back. Quintus? No, there's no one by that name here. But if you're looking for an Imperial, I'd check the Citadel.
Quintus, my name is Marius. You must have the wrong person. And perhaps you're not as stupid as you look. Well done, you found me. Now, what do you want? What's it going to take for you to keep this quiet, Oh, how noble of you. I've admitted it. I worked for the Dark Brotherhood, and I was very good at what I did. But I'm quite comfortable here, as you can see. What would be my motivation to kill anyone now? I'd need some kind of death wish.
Did you know that beautiful palace above the lake is sealed? Brawl says the last person to go in there locked it behind him. I wonder what's in there. Did you know there are tunnels running all the way under the city? Last one to go down there was Brandis, and it sent him to his deathbed. There's something creepy about Marius up in the Citadel. Nobody here locks their door, except the Jarl. I hear there's a locked room on the top floor of the Citadel, but nobody's seen what's inside. Have you seen Ragus walking around in that shiny armor of his, all paranoid, like those dwarven statues are going to spring to life any minute? Ulrin, the Dunmer fellow, can't miss him. Hit the drinks pretty hard after his wife, Maisie, disappeared. Just sits there, night after night. Poor guy. Wish I knew what happened to her. Caught lots of people talking, but nobody seems to know anything. Odd.
That bloody Jarl. He's no better than the bandits who destroyed my life. But he'll get his. One day. Just do me a favor and keep that last part to yourself, would you?
The Jarl says he likes to keep us busy and out of trouble. But of course, he and all his cronies in the Citadel never seem to lift a finger. I wish it was that simple, but with the Dwarves' Law, Everybody here is terrified of doing anything wrong, in case it gets us all killed. The dwarves wrote, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one," but we don't know what they meant by sin. Theft, violence, probably. But maybe they meant all sorts of things, like dishonesty or disobedience to the Jarl. That's what Metellus would like us to think, anyway. So I could ignore his orders. Sure. I could even lead an uprising against him. Gods know most of us are sick of him. But I'd be risking the lives of everyone here, and I just don't want to be responsible for that. So here I am, running my shop. Could be worse.
I researched dwarven history and technology. The dwarves who built this city left inscriptions in the citadel, which translate to, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." My research leads me to believe that if a single member of our community sins, it'll trigger an event, killing us all. How is the dwarf's law still being enforced? How does it work? Time travel. I gave up on that idea a long time ago. But recently the Jarl has asked to see my research notes. How strange that you should now take an interest too. For argument's sake, if you found yourself in that position, you'd have only two options. To live out your days in the past, or force a paradox. A paradox, you see, would involve changing the past so as to prevent the events which caused you to travel back in time in the first place. Let's say for argument's sake that you really have traveled here from the future. You could create a paradox in a few different ways. If the thing that allowed you to travel back in time is still here, as a past version of itself, you could simply destroy it, I suppose. That would mean, of course, that you will never have been able to travel back in time. Another paradox. But doing so could have terrible consequences. While I've discovered many things here, there are some parts of the city I haven't been able to get to. I'm most interested in the palace, above the lake. Unfortunately, it's sealed up tight. Only one man ever managed to enter, and he never came out. That was Narnabas, and we haven't heard from him in years. Strange fellow. I believe he was looking for the secrets of the dwarves too. If you could find a way in there, I'm sure it would tell us a great deal about this place. Who knows what secrets we could uncover?
Wow, that's quality armor.
You there. Come over here. The others all think I'm mad. Something terrifying. Deep in the earth beneath the city. Powerful and evil. I went down into the tunnels to destroy it. But the energy, it seeps into your bones. Please, you must find a way to get down there. And finish what I...
So my wife disappears a couple of weeks ago, and now everybody thinks I know a way out of here. How should I know where she went? I woke up one morning and she was just gone. I keep going over it in my head. Did someone kill her? Surely that would have broken the dwarves' law. Maybe she went wandering into the underground tunnels, or into the palace, and never found her way out. But why would she leave in the night? Please, let me know if you hear anything about Maisie. Where did you find it? A skeever? You mean she's dead? Oh, gods. She's dead, isn't she? Oh, gods. All this time. Gods, this is going to haunt me for the rest of my life. I think I need to be alone now.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
Wow, that's quality armor.
Oh, hot, 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 hot! Hot, 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 hot!
Oh, hello. I wasn't following you. I came here with my brother Harrible. He used to look after me, and he said he always would, but then he died. Now nobody looks after me. I'm not very good at remembering things. Sometimes I forget, so I need help. That's why I need some help finding Harrible's treasure. My brother told me before he died that he had left me something very precious in a secret chest. He hid it away just for me. I've asked the others for help, but they don't help me. The Jarl even wrote me this letter, but I'm not very good with words. You'll help me, won't you? You'll help me find it, please. Thank you. All I know is that it's hiding somewhere in the city. And you need this rusty key. My brother gave it to me to unlock it. He said it was hidden under the ground and that I have to hold my breath. That's all I remember.
Stop right there. What is this one doing here? Ah, the locked chest. Yes, we have it, but have been unable to open it. Why don't you come in and join us for dinner? We are hungry. We are pleased to see someone in the flesh. Harrible left me a key. I'm confused. It was supposed to be something valuable,
But it's just a key. What do we do with the key? Oh, all right. Maybe there's a treasure in there. A big pile of gold coins and gemstones. Maybe you could even share some of it with me.
Oh gods, not again! Please don't hurt me! Thank the gods! Quickly, you have to let me down before that monster comes back. I'm Maisie. I lived down in the city with my husband Ulrin until a few months ago when that animal Metalis tricked me into coming here. He keeps me here as a
asshole!
That sounds like the sort of thing Metalis would do. Make it look like I was dead so Ulrin would stop looking for me. That bastard! I think the dwarves are blind to whatever happens in this room. You can see the dwarven bust over there got broken somehow. Thank you. He'll be here any moment, so be quiet and follow my lead.
What's going on in there?
There you are, you filthy pig.
What? No! Please, Macy, be reasonable. If you attack me in here, you'll break the dwarves' law and kill us all!
After what you've done to me, I just don't care. It looks like a way out.
Hi there.
Someone with your name appeared in the city out of the lake house, led some kind of uprising against a tyrannical jarl, breaking an ancient law, and triggering some kind of catastrophe. It said most of the city folk were evacuated, and the stranger disappeared in a flash of light. It's just, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but it seems a shame the city had to be destroyed. Imagine if this place could have been saved. But it's the strangest thing. The city was completely evacuated, except for one corpse in the bathroom. Frozen solid it was.
Thanks again. My brother and I are in your debt.
What? Why not? So you're just gonna leave me here? Please don't leave me here. Please. I'll do anything. Please don't leave me.
What? You're serious, aren't you? That's it. I'm going to have a little chat with...
No! God! No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Thanks again. My brother and I are in your debt.
Yes. Most dwarven armor you see these days is quite badly worn, but this piece is still perfect, after thousands of years. It also seems to have some magical properties. It should protect you from the harmful energy down in the tunnels below the city. It all but killed Brandis when he went down there, but he didn't have a full set. If you can get down there safely, let me know what you discover.
Wow, that's quality armor. Wow, that's quality armor. Wow, that's quality armor.
It's not for sale. Not going to happen, maggot. Because you know, and I know, that the first blow that gets landed is going to get us all killed. You're not that stupid. Bye. You of what you done. It was worth it.
You must stop this from happening.
What's up?
Wait. Are you wearing... Strange. You're wearing the same armor as me. I mean, it's exactly the same.
waiting for you, Dovahkiin. To me, your memories are an open tome. To begin with, I know you have trespassed countless times against others of your kind, and I know you are a brazen thief, compulsively stealing from your own kind without remorse or restraint. I know you have harvested the souls of the Dova, hoarding them, twisting them into an unnatural weapon against your enemies. I also know you have come from the future. And why is that? Is your desire for power so great that you would break even the laws of time for it? It makes no difference. You will not take it from me. You would not be so foolish as to break my law. I mean, my law. I made it because your kind would be incapable of order, of peace without it. That makes me the arbiter. I am also the founder. I discovered this site millennia ago, and the deposit of Ethereum beneath us. I laid the foundations, and I watched my children grow and learn and use the Ethereum to create marvels, technological wonders. But they grew quarrelsome and used their knowledge to create weapons to use against their own kind, and worse, their own father. So I confiscated their weapons and declared my law that each and every one of my children would live in perfect order, or they would not live at all. And here I am, millennia later, still waiting for children worthy of this city. And for my patience, it seems my reward is a visit from you, Dovahkiin. Well, why have you traveled through time to come here? What is it you seek? It is not my place to reveal that secret to you, Dovahkiin. But when they moved on from this world, I was left behind. You see, the energy that has sustained me all this time, it anchored me here. I could not leave this place if I wanted to. Ah, I see you have learned nothing from all this. here you are. I've been waiting for you, Dovahkiin. To me, your memories are an open tome. To begin with, I know you have trespassed countless times against others of your kind. And what's this? I see there is a helmet in your possession that does not belong to you. It's... You kill me? That is not possible. And yet, I see you speak the truth. You have come unstuck from your own time. Your presence here is unnatural. Well then, Dovahkiin, why have you returned with this grim trophy? Have you come simply to gloat of your foul deed? Do you comprehend what you are asking me to do? You are asking me to abandon millennia of work. The very thought of it grieves me. And yet, you have left me with no choice, have you? If I agree, I will destroy my life's work. But if I refuse, you will destroy me. Well played, Dovahkiin. You will have your wish. I will stop. From this point forward, your kind will be free to live how they choose, in whatever chaos and squalor they create for themselves. I will destroy this Ethereum to ensure your kind can never exploit it, and you may all return to the world of man, should you wish. But I warn you, Dovahkiin, making these changes will create a paradox in time. The events that brought you here will never have taken place. What will become of you is difficult to predict, but that is the risk you have taken by interfering with the past. Now, are you ready? Goodbye, Dovahkiin.
Hey! You startled me there. Wait. I know you. No, that can't be right. For a moment there I thought you were, the one the statue was meant to honor. Cassia! Oh, I completely forgot! I asked her to wait for me at the top of the lift and... I guess I got so tied up in this place that I lost track of time. I'd better head back up and let her know I'm alright. Hey, do you want to come with me? We can chat along the way. So, you're probably wondering what I've been doing down here. I guess it's been, what, a few days? I'll be honest. I came down here looking for a haul I could unload on the next merchant I met. I just wasn't expecting to find a thriving city, and the history of this place is amazing. Did you know that up until about 7 years ago, they had what they called the Dwarves' Law? Apparently there were inscriptions warning that if one person committed a crime, everyone else would pay for it. But they were all trapped in the city with no way out, so they lived in fear that someone would break the law and get them all killed. Then, one day, a strange woman appeared in the city out of nowhere. They say she just walked out of the lake house, like she owned the place, and she wore this spectacular dwarven armor. A lot like the armor you're wearing now, actually. And a few people saw her walk into this quarry, into a field of deadly radiation, like it was nothing, like it hadn't killed people before her. And then, the ground started shaking, and golden statues were collapsing, and inscriptions were crumbling all over the city, all at the same time. And the sun under the ground, which used to light up the entire cavern, bursts into flame and explodes. And strangest of all, the cavern roof opens up like the petals of a flower, and there's real sunlight for the first time in thousands of years. So of course, people start wondering, did she just walk down here and single-handedly dismantle whatever was keeping the Dwarves' Law going? Who was she? Was she still alive? So Bro, the local scholar, goes down into the quarry to take a look. But now the whole place is empty. But all the way at the bottom, sitting alone in the darkness, is a statue of the stranger. Oddest tale I ever heard.
Hello there, young lady. You look nice. Can't complain, my friend. You know, not long after they executed Metellus, turns out he was behind Macy's disappearance. They made me Jarl. It was a bit of a shock, to be honest. But I guess they wanted someone who wasn't at all like Metellus. Jarl Galvar. Still sounds strange to me. And I guess I have you to thank for it. If you hadn't freed us from the dwarves' laws, Ulrin could never have overthrown Metellus. So, thanks. I imagine you'll be moving on soon, but you'll always be welcome here.
Ah, you've returned. How long has it been? 7 years. You're the one who brought about the end of the dwarves' law. Thank you. Gaia and I are still researching this place, of course. But now we get to share our research with the outside world. But I must ask, what happened down there, under the city? What did you do? You convinced him, you say? Well, if it is as you say, you must be terrifyingly persuasive. I only wish I could have been there to see it. I can see that you have somewhere else to be. But perhaps one day, when you have the time, you'll let me record your story in my journal for posterity.
There you are! Thank the gods you're all right. What kept you so long?
I know. Sorry, Cass. I lost track of time again. It's just that this city is so amazing. You have to come down with me and see it for yourself. I promise. It's perfectly safe.
Well, all right. But first, let me thank our friend. Thank you so much for bringing him back in one piece. I really thought I'd lost him. I can't thank you enough. Now, I promised you a reward. This is something I always carry with me, and it's become very dear to me. I'd like you to have it. Thanks again. My brother and I are in your debt.
Hey, this is my house now. Go away. Oh, hello.
I've been great, especially after that pig Metellus got what was coming to him. Did you hear Ulrin and Maisie left together not long afterwards? Can't say I blame them. If I were Maisie locked up in the Jarl's secret prison like that, I'd be wanting to get far away from here too.